Good morning and welcome to Berthon. Today we're going to be looking at JALUMA, which is a 2007 launch Windy 32 Grand Tornado. So the Windy 32 Grand Tornado was launched in 2005 with Volvo Penta's D-Series engines being offered as a replacement to the previous Windy 31 Tornado. This is a Hans-Jürgen Johnson designed hull. She's very fast. She's powered by twin D4 260 horsepower Volvo Penta diesels, and she will top out in the mid-40s if you need that amount of speed. So looking at the hull shape, we have a classic Windy deep V hull with 3 spray rails giving plenty of lift. This model is in her 4th ownership from new. We sold her to her original owner, who kept her for the first 4 years of her life on a dry stack, so she was dry sailed during that time only. She's relatively low hours, now showing 460 hours on her clocks, and as you can see, she was specified with the blue Windy band, which has been recently polished in 2018. We have the bow thruster, which was optional on this boat and aids in close quarter manoeuvring. Her anti-fouling is in very good condition, and generally she has all the appearances of a well-maintained, privately owned boat. So moving up and having a look into her cockpit, we can see we've got almost full beam with 2 side decks, one each side to aid entry to the foredeck. Teak-laid aft bathing platform. To starboard there's a locker, port side also, with the central locker giving access to the swimming platform and swimming ladder. This boat is specified with a hot and cold transom shower, and also has hot and cold tap in the cockpit sink, and also hot and cold shower in her main heads compartment. A large aft sun pad sitting on top of the powered engine hatch. Classic blue sunbrella upholstery from Windy, and a very nice folding table which can be removed if not required. 2 helm seats. The port side one, which is the central one, has a fridge underneath. And looking forward at the dash, it's very simply laid out. Everything falls to hand. The ergonomics of the helm are very good. Plenty of handholds here. Simple 12-volt switching. A very nice chrome-rimmed steering wheel. E120 plotter, bow thruster controls, trim tabs and indicators, and also an upgrade fusion stereo system. You can just see the build plate there. This is RCD category B, meaning she has excellent open water performance. And as with all Windies, the ride is reassuringly stiff, with very little spray coming out into the boat for relaxed high-speed cruising. Just to the port side there's a small wet bar area with a sink with hot and cold tap and storage underneath, fusion speakers, and then we can have a look down into the main cabin. So we have an open plan forward area. The heads compartment is separated on the starboard side, and then there's a small galley with a diesel hob, refrigerator and sink. And this forward seating area, which is trimmed in cream leather, which again was an upgrade at new. This table, which is in perfect condition, can be dropped down to form a double berth with an infill cushion and a small board. Looking over at the galley, we have a Wallace Safe Flame diesel hob, sink with hot and cold tap, storage for pots, pans below, power point, stairs to the main cockpit, and then looking forward we have a full beam. So that's a full width double berth in here. Port lights, port and starboard, lighting, and that's separated from the main cabin just by a simple curtain on a drawer. Isotherm refrigerator, it's 12 volt and also 240 with a small ice box at the top just to keep everything cool. And this boat is trimmed with removable carpets and a teak and holly floor beneath. So the heads compartment here, all trimmed out beautifully in mahogany, very highly polished. There's a shower which pulls out of the main sink tap. There's a holding tank supplied and just a manual WC. As you can see, everything is very, very well trimmed throughout. A lot of Alcantara and leather used on the interior. Full teak to the cockpit also. So moving aft, we're just going to have a look in the engine bay. So as you can see, there's a remotely operated powered slider which just moves the backrest fore and aft, so it can either be used to support your back in the forward position or create a large sun pad aft. And the seat squab in front is just on a rocker to give access to all the battery isolators. Looking into the engine bay, you can see two Volvo D4 260s running at around about 460 hours apiece. Last serviced by Volvo Penta in March 2017, and these also had the benefit of between 2016 and 2017 of having the charge air coolers, the oil coolers and heat exchangers stripped down and replaced with the news. And also these have the updated far superior transparent raw water strainers on top. So this is all simple to access. Having a last look around the cockpit here, this is the Windy 32 Grand Tornado called JALUMA, available through Berthon now.